Alright, welcome back to another video. For this video, we would be going through the game plan and the analysis on Tuesday, 2nd of December. TLDR, I am bullish on Euro GBP, I'm bullish on the indices, and I am bearish on Euro Australian dollar. Jumping straight into the charts, let's start off with indices. On the weekly time frame, we can see that we have SMT on the lows, ES and Nasdaq versus YM. Okay, and then on the daily, we have a bullish CISD right here. So most likely we are going to keep running highs until we form a swing high on the daily time frame. We don't have a swing high yet, therefore I would remain bullish for indices, especially ES and Nasdaq. Just to take note, on YM we do have a swing high due to the SSMT between Monday and Friday, but nevertheless we would be looking for bullish setups for this entire week. Like, let's just say if I'm trading the swings, if I'm trading intraday, then we would have to take a look at the daily bias. Okay, so right now let's take a look at the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, yesterday during Asia, we traded all the way down. This was a major expansion in Asia. And then during London, we retraced a little bit, and then the New York session comes. We're not able to take out this low right here in London, and then we displaced higher. So this is very clear. So Monday was very, I would say, a large range accumulation. Therefore, Tuesday, I would be looking for internal liquidity to be attacked. Best case scenario, that would be the easier trades to take, because if I'm looking for external liquidities, I might be chopped up within this range. So it's better to look for hourly swing highs and lows to be tagged. And right now during Asia, we have tagged our very first internal swing high, which is this high right here for Nasdaq. The next objective is probably going to look for is the swing lows down here. So we have two swing lows as potential objectives. Looking at the 15 minutes, after taking out that 1 hour swing high, right now we are forming a potential CISD right here on the 15 in the next 4 minutes. So it could be printing a potential setup if it leaves the hourly lows intact, and then it retraces into this candle right here. So something like this. Now if we leave this low intact and then we retrace into this bearish order blocks on the 15, that would be a very good shorting opportunity. That's just my opinion. And moving on to Euro GBP, we are bullish for GBP because of the weekly order flow. Okay, if we take a look at the first quarter, we have a major consolidation, right? Huge range consolidation. We traded above Q1's high first, and then we came back down retracing, and then we close out the quarterly strong. So I would anticipate continuation higher prices, even more so now that we have traded into 50% of the current dealing range on the weekly. We have formed a swing high, but we did not take out any swing highs on the weekly, so I would continue to look for swing highs to be taken out, and only then I would consider potentially we might want to retrace. So looking at the daily, we don't have a CISD on the daily yet, so we need something lower in terms of time frame wise. On 4 hours, we have Monday expansion. So if Monday is an expansion, Tuesday is probably going to be consolidation, and we're going to have to see and wait for the consolidation to form a swing low for them to attack. So we're gonna need to have a 4-hour swing low, and then we're gonna need price to attack that 4-hour swing low, and then provide me with a CISD on a 1 hour to trade higher, and that would be the swing trade setup for this particular week itself. Heading over to Euro Australian dollar. Bearish on this one because right here it's very clear that we are trading in a range of Q2. Q3 was a consolidation inside candle. So Q4, I'm not expecting too much as well. I'm anticipating it to be an inside candle. We're not going to anticipate or expect that price is going to trade beyond Q2's range. So primarily, I will be focused on internal liquidities. So right here, we have taken out this high. The most recent stop hunt on the highs would be this, and then we dropped lower, taking out the lows. This low that formed the high. We did not close below this low right here, so therefore it is not reasonable for us to anticipate a run down here. Okay, but what we have right here is that we ran out an internal liquidity, which is a swing high within this high and low. We ran out this high, and then we closed bearish with this up close candle right here. Look at the previous weekly close. Therefore, I am bearish, looking for the previous week's low and potentially this swing low down here as the objective for this week. Dropping back into the daily time frame, obviously if we have a weekly CISD, we're going to have a daily CISD as well. So utilizing this swing high to whatever low that is going to form right here, trading back into 50% would warrant a shorting opportunity. So if we are looking for that, we have to wait for Tuesday to form a swing high. Okay, let me give you the range here first. Now, if we can continue to expand higher into this level here, and then it takes out a short-term high, and then CISD on the 4 hours, that would be a very good shorting opportunity, right? CISD on the 4 hours or CISD on the 1 hours, depending on which swing high it takes. Okay, this would be my main game plan for Euro Australian dollar, and I would also like to highlight that there is also a possibility that price might not want to trade back into 50%, but the same setup is still valid, which means if we form a swing high on the 4 hours after Tuesday, then we take out that swing high and then it's CISD on the 1 hour, I would still take the bearish setup. Okay, so it's gonna look something like this. I mean, if you have been watching, you can skip this part. So we're gonna form a swing high on the 4 hours, and then we take out that 4 hour swing high, and then on the 1 hour it forms a CISD, and then we can take that short back in retracement into OTE, looking for just 2R within this range here. So we don't even have to trade to external liquidity to get that 2R. And that's pretty much it. I don't have anything for the main pairs, fiber and caber, Euro USD and British Pound USD. I don't have anything for them yet, so we're gonna have to wait and see how Tuesday plays out for the rest of the forex pairs. With that said, that's pretty much the analysis for today. Things might be different tomorrow because today is still Tuesday. Okay, there's still room for manipulation, and there's still room for the price to play out for this entire week. So let's see. And that's all from me. Hope you enjoyed this session here, and I'll talk to you in the next one.